Upper Seattle, city center. Organizations, factions, and competing goals. Throughout the game, various groups will give you objectives and goals. These goals may be at odds with each other. You're free to choose your own course of action. There is no wrong path through the world. City map, Upper Seattle. Order. Report to the Order Church. Seattle Hub, lower level. Pequot Cafe, stairs to upper level, elevator to Tarsus Academy, so that's where I am. And entrance to Inclinator.
Sir, that's close enough. Do not approach the checkpoint.
What's going on? Why am I the one being questioned? I just escaped from a raid on Tarsus.
Let the WTO handle this disturbance. Just answer my questions. Who do you work for? All non-Enclave workers must leave the area until security can be restored.
That's one of them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, you can pass, but you're instructed to report immediately to Chief Morgan at the WTO air terminal.
Is something wrong?
Just move along so we can seal off the area.
You'll be safe in the WTO Enclave. Whatever you do, don't go down the Inclinator into Lower Seattle. The Order terrorists are strong there.
So, cure poison. WTO or Order at this point? I think we'll take a look around. Pedestrian traffic only.
You've gotten past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus. If you need further proof of the program's duplicity, you should stop by Nassif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
Break into Emerald Suites. Fair enough. What's a security droid? Aero security bot.
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the Inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
Coffee shop. Soliciting not allowed.
The new face of hate. They call themselves the Knights Templar and claim to be descended from Monsieur Dupin and the Temple of Solomon. They say that their war against the augmented and genetically engineered humans is a war against infidels. If the human body is a sacred book, then no organization has burnt more scripture than the Templars. Stop the hate. Report all Templar activity before it's too late for your community. Cash reward for information leading to the identification of Templar high priests.
You care about the people who lost everything during the collapse. That's why you refuse to support companies like Queequeg's Coffee, which cut costs by exploiting poor bean growers. You support the new economy epitomized by Pequot's regulated, health-inspected coffee plantations, which have brought jobs and fair pay to tens of thousands. Pequot's coffee for your kind of world.
In the wake of the unprecedented terrorist attack on Chicago, Enclave area residents are taking a harder look at those groups who oppose WTO expansion. Suspicion naturally gravitates toward the non-denominational faith known as the Order. But who are the Order? Today, the Church's leader has hidden behind a cloak of secrecy, appearing to her followers only as Her Holiness. Furthermore, fundamentalists such as Luminon Saman champion a much stricter interpretation of Order doctrine.
So, she might be correct. Honest about that. There's a division in her order.
A toxic spill shut down the inclinator system early this morning. It is not yet clear whether the substances being transported were mislabeled, prohibited, or simply mishandled by the inclinator crew. The system will remain offline until the hazardous materials can be contained.
The new face of hate. They call themselves the Knights Templar.
My business plan didn't have a column for acts of terror. Kinda messes with the Pecorino price point.
That bad?
I charge almost double compared to Queequeg's Coffee in Lower Seattle. Why? Terrorism, taxes, rent.
Rent, I hear you. The WTO shouldn't ration construction permits.
Yeah, I'm not going to read the books. I'm going to read them to see if there's anything really interesting, but I'm not going to read them out loud. Too heavy. Multitude. I'm somewhat interested in exploration and getting side quests because it's a Deus Ex game. They're usually at least very interesting and have interesting rewards or are entertaining enough that you should play them, at least most of them.
I guess business is a little slow because of the terrorist attack down the block.
Could be. Flive here was just telling me about it. Tarsus Academy, right? Usually the order goes after the inclinator.
Business is always about the same, since you asked. That's what I was saying. You can barely make a profit up here because of the high rent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to pull so much volume if I had a branch in Lower Seattle. What's it to you?
Just curious. The Pequod's in my hometown was always packed.
Personally, I think it's about time Lower Seattle, Queequeg's Coffee in particular, got their own taste of terror.
I hear you. Have something specific in mind?
Not that I'd want to see anyone get hurt, but I'd pay to see someone break in and set fire to their inventory of coffee beans.
Nice.
That's arson.
Very perceptive. If you look like one of those Tarsus kids who hang around here, they do the job, maybe just lob a grenade in there or something. Interested in a little adventure?
I'd have to think about it.
The Queequeg's manager lives in apartment 21 of the Herring's Loft building. I bet you could find the code to the shop there. Careful though, he's always loafing around at home since he doesn't have to do the 24-hour shtick like us.
Destroy beans. People wars.
If you're half the operative Leo is, you'll go for it.
Just checking up on my investment.
So, destroying coffee beans.
Citizens, we have been accused.
I don't think I know you.
Every day I hear more rumors in the media. Order fanatics want to destroy the Enclave system. Terrorists are planning attacks in the night. The Order and WTO are locked in an endless, invisible war. Not so, citizens. Her Holiness and I are meeting this week in Trier, Germany, to negotiate better relations. We do not condemn religion, nor do they condemn free enterprise. We will find common ground. Have faith in me.
Yes, the map. What was Chad?
Why the necessity for an
Chad
enclave, I am
Premier,
asked?
yes.
Why a barrier between
It
Upper and Lower
was
Seattle?
in the first
Citizens,
game, one of the
must be
French
managed and conducted
resistance
through the
fighters,
enclave
leader of
market
them.
forces. Do mere economics provide a bulwark against these struggles, these...
Trying to brainwash more mercenaries?
How do you mean?
I'm talking about the attack on Tarsus. Is that what you do when people won't listen to your sermons? You murder them?
Brother Lamar spoke to me when he entered the Enclave. He and his seekers are sworn followers of Her Holiness. They would raise their hands in battle only if provoked.
What? Order has got to be eliminated and I'm starting with you, so randomly murdering people on the street. That's reasonable. Yeah, tell me more about your faith.
You could be telling the truth. Who knows? Tell me more about your faith.
I used to live here and believe everything Dumier said, until I realized that enclaves do the real brainwashing, convincing people it's a free market, where everyone can succeed if they work hard enough, when in fact it's all controlled to keep the wealth in the hands of a select few. I'm trying to wake them up.
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory in Lower Seattle. All are welcome. Once I was like you, mindlessly consuming. You've always felt something was missing.
Nightclub. We have a map of this area, I think we do. Yeah. So, Academy Pequods. Yeah, this is only for the lower level. It's useless to us. We need a upper level map. Aero security bar. Emerald Suites. Okay. It's one potential place we could go. There's a nightclub, likely place of additional quests. Metro Galleria. Old Seattle Overlook. Historical site. Turret camera. Okay. No, we're not immediately hostile. ETN. If we hack that, we'll probably make an alarm. How about if we disable the turret? Well, we could break this, but that's an automatic alarm. How about the turret? I'll try out something. I'll see if just bypassing the camera causes the turret to activate. I want to go to a more hidden location. Hacking takes quite a long time with my skill. Uh, 150 credits gain. I'm not going to destroy this yet. I want to avoid setting off the alarm. I think there's a way to do that. I noticed that there was weapon mod. Glass destabilization. Vaporizes glass with ultrasonic vibrations, break the glass silently and does not trigger alarms wired to the glass. So, if we and I dropped the gun again, wonderful. If we can get it before we leave this, that's a free multi-tool and a bioelectric cell for us. If not, we'll just leave them there. I don't want to start a fight here. Not in the middle of all these robots and guards and turrets. Not for the reward like that. Basically, two usable items, not all the great ones either.
Shed the fear and greed that drives you.
Club rocks, yeah. I'll go for the nightclub first, since we have no reason to go there yet. I'm hoping for additional missions. Yes, could I get rid of that? Thank you. Ah.
Welcome to Club Vox. We've got the latest NG Resonance Sim, the best music, and even a VIP club for your more private exchanges. You can pay the cover for the main club here.
Yeah, okay, something's terribly wrong. No. Yeah, something's wrong. All the texts are on the upper screen. We can pay the 100 cover. What is so great about this club anyway? Oh, no thanks.
No thanks.
I think something got screwed up when we did the area transition. I'll try to do it again, see if things go better. I have no idea why the system is like this.
Welcome to Club Vox. We've got the latest NG Resonance Sim, the best music, and even a VIP club for your more private exchanges. You can pay the cover for the main club here.
I still don't get why the Windows taskbar is visible. That should not be.
No thanks.
So yeah, I'll end it here, and I need to see what the hell is going on here.